Yo, 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 welcome into whatever podcast we're running right now because it sure ain't the Dynasty. We haven't been able to get that going the last 2 weeks. But Smitty and I had a few extra minutes. We're going to do what we did last week. No Dynasty, man. We're just going to talk some matchups. Some matchups. By the way, Smitty, I haven't even really talked about it until I just thought about it. But damn, dude, did anybody listen to this podcast about the New York Giants last week and what I was saying? Woo! Nailed
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Nailed
you
it.
did. And it's so embarrassing because the Chargers really are known for like being cursed and losing in silly ways. And they just came off really strong and this was really bound for them to happen. So sucks to see. Sucks to see. It's hometown here, so it I hate to see it to them. They didn't have a great week.
It was so Chargers, dude. It was just so Chargers.
Chargers.
Like it it just gets me because I swear to God in the NFL it never goes the way we think it's going to. And when we're like, oh, this is just done, just bet the other team. Like when you're 100% positive someone's winning, they're not going to win. Like
Oh
it's
my
just
God, don't we know it? Or don't I know it?
yeah. All right, man. So let's just so this is Saturday. We're getting this out before week 5 here, everybody. Let's just talk about this Niners Rams game. Smitty, I got to tell you, man, one, I am sorry for you. I wanted the Rams to win this football game. You know, I will never root for the Niners. Like, I just can't do it. But how has your team not released either your kicker or your entire special teams kicking unit that's causing the problem? Whatever the problem is in your kicking unit, how do they still have a job? This is two football games that the Rams have lost this year because of the kicking unit. They only have two losses. If you each had a decent kicking unit, you'd be 5-0, dude. I mean,
That's true.
what
That's true. We
what's it
are.
like in LA? What are they saying? They got to be. I mean, this has to be
Oh,
everywhere.
can I be honest with you? This is the vibes here. The vibes here is that Niner fans are literally everywhere, and they're being obnoxious. They're being obnoxious. They're rubbing it in. I mean, they clearly had a depleted team, and they smacked us in overtime. Like honestly, the vibe. Let's just be honest. Rams fans, we're so surprised we're still alive. Like this was crazy. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep after that game. That game was genuinely freaking disgusting and possibly the most embarrassing game I've ever seen as a Rams fan. And I've seen some embarrassing games. I've even been to SoFi and watched embarrassments, but that was crazy. That was crazy. So yeah, the vibes are very awful. And I mean, if we lose to a Lamarless, if we lose to a Lamarless Falcons Ravens team next week, then the red alert is officially on.
I don't think you have to worry about that too much.
I mean, I think I we
Because
shouldn't, right? We shouldn't, right?
your team, the LA Rams, are playing very good football. It is literally one problem with the kicking unit. I understand the defense. Look, you got a great front four. You know what? Mac Jones got the damn ball out so fast last night that, or on Thursday,
Yeah.
that that pressure didn't come. It showed your weakness. Your weakness is in the safeties and your secondary. But I don't think that's an every week thing. I'm not too worried about. Was it Cooper Rush? Is that who the
Yeah.
quarterback is? Baltimore has been playing bad football, and now we're getting a quarterback who is not a design fit for the offense. You take an offense that's designed around a running quarterback, and you put someone in there that cannot run the football. It's going to be interesting, but I think you're going to be just okay. I think you're going to be just fine. But I got to give it to the Niners, man. They scrapped out 4-1. Um,
It
this
was honestly,
team,
honestly, okay, let's actually shout out to the Niners because Kyle
yeah,
Shanahan,
dude.
I've never seen, I mean, like, I've seen him lose big games a lot, right? Like, two Super Bowls, three, actually. I've seen him lose serious games. To him to have, like, a weird offensive, to have weird offensive weapons, a backup quarterback, and a team that he knows very well. I mean, he was dialed in, dude. Like, it was really impressive. It was really impressive. I gotta hand it to the Niners. They really did their thing, and that is a massive win. And honestly, I hope they can maintain the lead because they deserve it. Oh, and
Yeah,
they dealt
no,
with the
they,
Chargers last week, and they swept the division. So shout out to the Niners. The nicest I'll
yeah,
ever
and
been.
they're in a good spot, dude. Everyone talks about the NFC West being the best division of football. Like, I'm not quite sure it is, but it kind of looks like it is right now, I guess. But the thing about the NFL, and we can relate this to fantasy football, like when the playoffs start, whether or not it's fantasy or real football, you look back and you're like, if I only had one more win, I would be in the playoffs. Like it's always about just that one win. And
Hmm.
what separates a great team from a good team to an okay team is the ability to just steal the win. Just get the win you should not get in football when all your players are injured, when just everything's going against you and you steal that win. That's the shit that gets you into the playoffs. And I mean, they've stolen a few wins here with Mac Jones as their quarterback. I mean, they this if you would have told me all the injuries, which we knew going into the year, but now that are really happening again, there's no way I would say this team's 4-1. That's to your point. That's coaching, dude. That's coaching. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, Mac Jones, Smitty, I just broke this down on the last podcast, but I watched NFL Live and Dan Ornowski break down Mac Jones' film from Thursday night. And Mac Jones is really who won that football game. He played it at an elite level. The timing he had when he was throwing the ball before Kendrick Bourne was coming out of breaks and I mean, every ball was perfect. His accuracy was perfect. His timing was perfect. This guy is an NFL quarterback. And I think he's a starting job somewhere next year. And we look at all these, first round quarterbacks that are drafted, they end up sucking, they end up getting released. But the story of how they become good is they go to a system with a friggin' genius as an offensive coordinator. Daniel Jones went to Minnesota, Kevin O'Connell,
Yeah.
Baker went to Sean McVay, then Liam Cohen. Like that's how they make that. And this could be that next story of Sam Darnold. And I'm sorry, I'm going off here, but can we tangent Sam Darnold real quick? Can you please just tell me I was right?
All right. I'm just.
I've
Yeah.
waited four
I
weeks for
think
this.
he is. I think he is playing better with the Seahawks than he did with the Minnesota Vikings, which is insane. I mean, honestly, that's massive credit to our division here in FC West. We are great, and just you're, dude. I really was concerned. I was concerned every which way about this fit, but Sam Darnold is really looking great. Like he's also one of those teams where they did lose a big one against the Niners. They're still like really exciting. And honestly, I know you might disagree, but Cardinals too. Like you guys, we all have a chance to really smack this league up. We just have. I know, but we did see something nice from Marvin, and I feel like that's just gonna have to keep going. So I'm just really. I know this was about Sam Darnold. I'm gonna go back to him. Yes, Sam Darnold is playing well, and I am. I'm more happy for him than Daniel Jones. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Sam might not be the best fantasy quarterback, but if we talk NFL quarterback, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby, dude. He's playing some good football. That team has got one of the best defenses in the league. He is feeding his dog. JSN, he is feeding him. But all right, let's stop talking about the NFC West here. We'll get back into the Seahawks later. All right, Vikings Browns. This one's an interesting game to me. We got the London game. We got Jettas. We got Wentz starting. They've been kicking it overseas for the last week, getting their rest. We got Dylan Gabriel coming in as a rookie for his first start in an international game at a weird time zone. What say you about this football game?
Okay. So here's the truth. I don't. I don't think Daniel. Whoa. I don't think Wentz or Gabriel's gonna have a good game. But I'm more concerned for Wentz because of that offensive line is depleted a bit, and Miles Garrett is the him of all hymns on defense right now. Like that's really gonna be disgusting. Like they might actually have Wentz might get injured. I hate to do it, but I don't know. I don't feel good about Wentz right now, which means I also don't feel good about any of the pass catches really. So I think the
I don't.
Browns are going to take this
I I didn't think we'd be on the same page. I uh, I don't like any offense going against Cleveland's defense,
at this point.
but I thought you were going to take the Vikings because I'm going to tell you the same story I just talked about Jackson Dart. I love Minnesota's defense, but they don't have film on Gabriel to know what his weakness is right now.
That was a
And
great
that's
point
how you
last week.
slip these victories in. Think they're going to run the ball a lot. By the way, I am all about this change for David Njoku, by the way. And we can talk Harold Fannin. We get Fannin young. Everyone's on the David Njoku's getting old. He's, Fannin's coming up. Dude, this is a quarterback issue. Like, I want tight ends attached to rookie quarterbacks that don't have elite pass catchers on their team. This is screaming like, dude, it doesn't matter if you have Fannin or Njoku just in your lineup every week to me.
Really quick. And in the league, I'm starting Theo Johnson, who's connecting with Dart, or should I start David Njoku, who I think you made a great case for him. So now I just want to ask you personally.
I'm going to start Njoku first and foremost because I'm not going to buy in on Theo Johnson because the quarterback change, because I also know what we've seen on the field for at least a year with him. I know in David
It's true.
Njoku, he might not be an elite tight end, but he is a very good tight end in the NFL who is a traditional pass catching tight end. So I'm taking Njoku, and
Okay.
I'm hoping. Is there a big premium in there, or is it a half a
No
point?
premium at all. Just standard tight ends.
Standard tight end, I'm going to take Njoku all day long. I
Awesome.
really
Thank
am.
you.
Um, the Saints defense, and we'll get into that. Let's jump into that matchup real quick. Actually, no, let's talk about the Vikings matchup just a little bit more. I'm fine with Jettas in this game. Not worried about that. I hate I hate everything. I hate Jordan Mason in this game. I don't want to start Carson Wentz. Um, but at the same point, I'm playing a lot of the Browns, dude. Like I'm playing Judkins. I'm playing like you got to play a wide receiver. You got to pick whatever one you want to choose, right? Or if you just choose the two tight ends, like, are you playing? Who are you playing in here?
Okay, so I get what I forgot about is that we're looking at players like Isaiah Bond and how he reacts with or how he's playing with Flacco. I don't
Wait,
know
who did you say?
Isaiah Bond. Like
Who's that?
he's the double O
Oh, double O slow. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's right. Now I know who we're talking about. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot about that.
Dude, I can't get over that. I'm gonna break the record, and then doesn't even come close. Like we're talking about not even in the top like 300 fastest times ever. Like double O slow, dude.
Double O slow, but he led the team in targets last
Jeez.
week with awful Flacco. So I'm wondering if he's gonna be decent again this week. But there's a quarterback change, so I don't think I'm gonna start any of them. Frankly, I just need to see what Gabriel's gonna do. I do feel great about Njoku. You did definitely turn me to that, and I'm gonna start Judkins, and I'm even gonna give Fannin a shot. But that's as far as I really want to go. I don't even know if I really want to play Fannin.
So next week we do the pod. If I apologize for David and Joku, it is what it is. This is a 100% just trust the process that you play football in. Like, and it is what it is, dude. If Theo Johnson gets three catches and three touchdowns, like for like
That would
five
be
yards,
wild.
whatever, dude, whatever.
I mean, there's no premium in
Um,
the tight end, so I really don't care either way. I just thought, you made a great point for Njoku, so I'm like, you know what? I do see the upside.
yeah, but that man just does it for me. Like
Oh
like
yeah, oh yeah.
I love the dude. Dude, I saw they were doing the interviews in the locker room after last game, and fucking David and Njoku's just standing there with his shirt off, and I'm just like, Jesus, dude, like nobody should have that nice of a body. No one should be that. No one deserves to be that good looking, dude. All right, Raiders Colts. This one's interesting to me. Raiders Colts. Um, we have a 47.5 point implied total. Indy is favored by 6.5. And by the way, it was 36
Oh,
and a half point total for that uh, uh, Browns game, with Minnesota favored by 3.5. But this one, 47.5, I'll take that. That's a high scoring game. Indy's very favored in this one. Um, do you see any way that the Raiders maybe have a little bit of an upset? The game is in Indianapolis. Don't say that fast.
you know what? I want it to happen because the Raiders will win if they had a completely healthy Bowers. Because Bowers is a mess. I mean,
He's
like he's
not.
just a terrifying player. So
He's
that
not.
is my only hope for the Raiders. Um, But no, I do feel like Indy Danny that they're gonna Indiana Jones rather they are going to get a this is their get right game. This is their get right game. You know they're very upset losing to the Rams because they had us. Let's be honest, and they're gonna get right again. They're gonna look good again. They're gonna look great against them. Jeez.
This game seems like a trap for me a little bit here, but we need to talk about Indiana Jones's nickname on the podcast, okay? Because Indiana Jones, like, it's pretty common out there. I think we need to have one specific to the podcast. Now, I'm
Okay,
an
I would love
Indiana
that.
Jones fan. I love Indiana Jones. You can put that up there with my John Wicks, Matrix is like I just love it. It's all about like ancient technology and aliens and freaking, gods. Like I love it. But
That's why it
Indiana
works so
Jones.
well.
Yeah, so Indiana Jones and that is really called two names, okay? His father, Sean, played by a Bond original, in the movie always referred to him as Junior. And then all the women that fall in love with Indiana Jones always just call him Indy. So I would like to propose, should we call him Indy or Junior?
I feel like Junior is a little more insulting, but I have to get over my hate. Yeah, let's call him Junior. Let's call him Junior.
I like Junior, dude. I'm in with Junior. It's we leave a little chip on his shoulder still, That like
Exactly.
we're okay.
Exactly.
Okay, it's Junior now. Dude, I actually really
He's
love
gonna
that one.
knock it off though. I know. He's gonna be like,
But this game, all right, so into the game, it does seem like a little bit of a trap here. Like I love the way the Colts are playing football, but I look at favored by 6.5. I understand what the Raiders are doing. That's still pretty heavily favored. I do believe the Colts are going to win the football game, but this is one of those games that I look back where I'm saying fire up all your Colts, all of them. I'm looking at the Raiders and I'm like, I mean, you just fire up who you got to do. You got to fire up Genty. Look at if Bowers. This is the thing is, I almost wish Bowers was ruled out this week for the
yes.
simple fact that I won't play him because I know if he's healthy, what are you going to do? You're going to who are you playing in front of Brock Bowers in any format if he is healthy? Who do you got on your bench that you're throwing in there? You're going to put him in
Hey,
there, and then you're going to be pissed.
Hunter Henry is one of those guys that we feel great about moving forward. Um, Ferguson. Okay, going lower though. You might have convinced me with Njoku, but I'm not gonna do it if he. Yeah,
I
there's
can't
not
do it,
many.
dude.
There's not many. There really isn't.
I
You really
can't
look
do it,
on the
dude.
waiver
Like I
wire.
can't. I can't bench somebody that even if he's not healthy can go out there and get me points. Like you can't bench Brock Bowers. Like I don't know how you do it. I mean, you got to have.
I'm gonna
I
say
mean,
it
if you
now.
got if you got Fergie on your team, you're like, yeah, there we go. Maybe a Juwan Johnson. I mean, you might have those, but that's hard, man. But are you starting in the wide receivers? You starting Geno Smith anywhere? I'm not.
Oh God, I'd rather not. Yeah, no, Gino's probably if super flex you might have to, but no, I'm not starting Gino at all. However, I am okay with starting Myers. I feel good about Myers. I do.
Yeah, I think that's one of those.
I would
If I'm
honestly
going to start,
trade
if
Bowers.
I'm going to start 11 with three wide receivers, sure. If I got two wide receivers, I'm like, oh God, I got to put Myers in here. Like, what? I'm in bye week hell, or what the hell went wrong, right?
That's a good one. Oh,
All
but
right, man.
yes, so because of the bye weeks, yeah, I do feel better about. But I feel better about Myers now. So many players are out.
Yep. All right, we got Giants Saints. We talked a little bit about this one. We've got an implied point total of 41 and a half. We got the Saints at favored by 2.5 points. How do you see this game fit?
You said the Saints are favored.
The Saints are definitely favored, yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, I have to stop hating on the Saints. I understand they did put it on the Bills a little bit, so I guess it's about time I personally stop disrespecting them. Shout out to Spencer Rattler. I do still think the Giants are going to win. I mean, that was a massive win against LA, if you ask me. So I think we're just going to keep it rolling. It might be ugly, it might be close, but I still think the Saints should not be favored. I'm just not there yet. That's weird to me.
Um, I look, they might be playing one of the only teams they're going to be favored right now, and they're probably favored because the game is in New Orleans or New Orleans. Um, I'm picking the Saints in this game. They're going to get their first win. They're going to get their first win here, and it's specific because I think their defense is playing really well. I think they have a good front four, but I think that their defensive coordinator now has enough film to find a weakness on Jackson Dart. If they can keep Jackson Dart from running, they're going to win this football game. I got the Saints. All right, so that's one we disagree on. Um, so let's talk about the Giants here. Obviously, Scattenbo, you're firing up. I don't think you're firing up Jackson Dart this week unless, I mean, look, I've got a super flex lead I'm firing up because I've lost Joe Burrow in the league. I got Lamar Jackson on my IR. I mean, it's getting
That
nasty for me in
sucks.
that league. Dude, it's so nasty. That's that ESPN league we're in. It's so nasty right now. But I mean, I'm avoiding the rest of the Giants. I really am.
You
I'm
respect the
kind of
Saints so much more than me. Like this is so crazy. I was very excited to start Dart. I guess I honestly
I
I don't watch enough Saints. That's the truth.
I am not respecting the Saints by any means. I want that to be said right now. I'm specifically liking the matchup in a few areas here, but I mean, I don't want to start the wide receivers for the Saints, dude. I don't want to start
You know,
Spencer
I feel
Rattler.
okay. I feel okay with an Olave. I do. You really don't have a choice if you drafted him, but I feel okay with him. This might be the
Chris
one time I put
Olave,
him in my lineup and smile. Okay,
Chris
I got
Olave
you.
has more targets this year than Puka, and he barely is scratching. He's in the wide receiver 30s or 40s. I'll
That's
pull it up,
insane.
but it's wild. He's getting his targets are the most non-valuable targets on the planet, dude. They're
Jesus,
horrible. Um, I'll pull up what he is right now in a full
that
point
blows. That really,
PPR.
I hate that for him.
Yeah, so Olave. So so he's wide receiver 25.
Mm, that's
Okay.
sad.
Yeah. All right. I got the Saints in this one. Definitely avoiding a little bit, but I'm playing Scattenboo. That's the main one. Are you on Darius Slayton or Wandale Robinson side of who this helps because Malik Neighbors is out?
I don't want to be a slave to what happened last week, but what happened last week, it was Slayton, so I'm just gonna stick with it until Wandale pops off again. I really felt like Wandale was the perfect dart guy, but I don't know, it didn't look like it last week.
It's wild to me because I was on the train telling everyone to draft Wandale Robinson, like just pick him up on waivers after drafts for like traditional redrafts. But dude, I think Malik Neighbors going down hurts Wandale Robinson. Like I like the fact that half the field's just wide
Oh, I
open
see
for him.
what you
Like
mean.
yeah, which is wild because he should get more targets, but I don't want Wandell on a number one defensive back. He's not that receiver to me, and
No,
it
I
sucks.
100% agree. I didn't even. That makes way too much sense. That makes way too much sense. But now
It
this also makes me a little more excited for Theo Johnson again.
it does. I mean, it really does. But Smitty, my thing is, I have to see that on the field for a week when they actually do a game plan. Because is the offensive coordinator, how is he going to scheme? Is he going to scheme for the tight end or is he going to scheme with multiple wide receiver sets? Are they going to come in with more 12 personnel? Like, I need to see that. I know that Njoku is going to he's going to run routes. He's just going to run routes. So that's why. But there's a world that there's places you should start Theo Johnson and take a chance at it.
Oh, for sure.
Um, it- Wait, that's called DFS, right?
There you go.
There you go. There we go. All right, man. This one will be interesting to me. Cowboys, Jets, high implied point, total of 47.5. Dallas is favored by 1.5, which is surprising. They're
Good.
only favored by 1.5. Um, I think I'm going to start every single human being in this matchup that I possibly can. Like, I mean, for me to bench a Dallas Cowboy, like, I mean, I just have to have so many bet. Like the options I have are just stupid. I have to have three top six wide receivers, and but I'm firing it up. This is a game. Is this a best ball attack game for you? Because I think I might attack this one, dude.
1000%. Dude, you know what? I gotta look at the Cowboy schedule. First off, I'm also gonna start. I feel really great about Justin Fields, which I didn't think I'd ever
Mhm.
do considering how bad they are. But wow, I really love Justin Fields in this. I'm looking at the Cowboys schedule right now, and there is no game. Okay, they play the Eagles at some point, and they play the Chiefs at some point, but I'm starting to see the play here. Every single game that the Cowboys been in so far this year, in my opinion, has been like game of the week worthy, like actually game of the week worthy. And it's because their
Everyone.
defense gets played with so easily. And Dak is good enough to shoot it all over the place. So I'm starting to think that Jerry got rid of Micah, got that, got those two first and all that stuff, Kenny Clark and all that, so that his defense could be so bad that this team is exciting to watch again on offense. And if that's the case, if I was the Cowboys season ticket holder, I would be excited every freaking week just to see the shootouts because these are constant shootouts. And I am very excited for this game as well. So, yeah, shout out to dude, Jerry, man. You really pulled it off.
I am going to stop you right now. Okay. First off, that's a very good point that I never thought of. That is a very good point because all they've been talking about is Dak Prescott since they did the trade. That is a solid point, but I'm going to stop you and I'm going to pull back you clapping and giving Jerry Jones respect
Okay.
because on this podcast, as long as I am the host, we will never give Jerry Jones credit for anything.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
We can thank him.
Mhm.
We can thank him. Let's thank him for saying, you know what? You made your offense better for fantasy for us. We will thank you. But by no means are we going to give you credit for an NFL gig.
Very fair. I'm totally with it. It's you know, Jerry really has always wanted the attention, and like it's totally here. Like we are excited about these Cowboy games weekly. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's finally happening. So,
The thing that's
shout out to the
the thing
Cowboys.
that sucks, Smitty, is like when you need the attention, like, and you have to have every camera and everybody talking about you. That's the way you do business. What sucks is when you get Alzheimer's, it is totally documented your craziness and your forgetfulness and the stupid crap you do for the rest of your life. And
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
firm believer, Smitty, is you could spend your whole life making your reputation and this world will only judge you by the worst thing that the worst moment you ever have that the public can see. That's all they
absolutely.
remember you. We're going to remember him as he's getting crazy and into his 90s. And the man did build some good football teams when he was back there. But who do you got winning this game?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Jets. I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. I need to love Justin Fields again because I've been a little too hard on him. He's catching my heart a little bit, but I feel like this will be the game where I am gonna actually say Jets, 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 Jets.
So he looked good week one, got injured week two, didn't play week three, didn't look so hot week four, but Jets, 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 let's go.
I'm
You
feeling it.
got, look at the Jets aren't going undefeated. They're going to win a football game. And the horrible teams always win games that you just don't expect them to. Sometimes it's so stupid. My Cardinals are the king of that, by the way. Like
Mm.
winning against the Eagles in week 17 to give us the 104 instead of the 101. And we could have just drafted Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and just traded or K1, and life would be great. But they do stupid things. But here's the schedule after this for the Jets. They've got Denver, and I don't think they're going to win that game. They do have Carolina and Cincinnati, where I do think those are winnable games, but I don't know. I'm going Jets. I like the Jets this week. But I do think it's going to be a high scoring game, and I do think Justin Fields is going to have himself a day, an
Yeah,
absolute
I
day.
want to see Justin Fields in a true shootout. Like we almost kind of got one when he was with the Steelers. Like he was winning shootout adjacent games, and I just want to see that. I just want to see him do that for the Jets, even better, honestly. So I'm excited. I feel good about the Jets this week.
Okay. Now, the next game, as I look at the schedule, look, there's some big games this week. This is a very big game this week for me. We got the Broncos versus the Eagles. We have an
Okay,
implied point total of 44 and a half. We got the Eagles favored by 3.5. This is in Philadelphia. The Broncos are 2-2 and the Eagles are 4-0. We right now have chaos going on inside of the locker room of the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles. They are
hmm,
the best 4-0. They are the most drama, worst, best 4-0 team that I've ever seen. This is a team that's straight from the 1960s, And the point of this game that the NFL plays is winning. And if I think about that, if my Cardinals win 17 games and go on to win the Super Bowl and go undefeated, I don't give a shit how many targets my wide receivers have. I don't care how many targets my tight ends have. I want a Lombardi trophy. And if it takes, if whatever it takes. Now, with that said, obviously AJ Brown, he's always vocal. Devontae Smith, I saw something on Sleeper. I didn't fact check it that they're both just pissed off. Traditionally, what's happened is when they're pissed off, Jalen Hurts steps up and says, I need to make these boys happy. We've seen it with AJ Brown. Every time he bitches, he just goes out there and has himself a game.
True.
Both wide receivers are. If they don't throw this football, Denver wins the football game. I'm actually leaning on Denver to win this football game, but I'm not confident on that. I think this is setting up for the Eagles to take their first loss. I don't like the drama going into this game, and I think the Broncos are starting to click right now. And keep in mind, it took them till about week 6 to click last year, but once they did, holy shit!
Yeah.
And that's how Sean Payton goes. And I think we're seeing the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. If they were to, honest to God, if the Broncos were to win a couple more games early on last year, we'd be talking about Bo Nix being the Jaden Daniels of the Rookie of the Year instead of Jaden. But okay. I really do wonder what I understand. It's your job to catch balls and stuff, but do you guys really just won the Super Bowl? Like, what's the problem? Like, I don't know. I'm
Legacy.
over it.
It's
I'm over it.
legacy, Smitty. It's
Okay.
legacy.
Okay.
If I'm AJ Brown, look at, I play to win Super Bowls, but when the day's done, I see the guys getting the gold jackets. Like I see how they're like enshrined in NFL history. Like that's what he wants. And he's probably saying, I'm talented enough to do this, but how the hell am I going to get into the Hall of Fame if I'm getting 60 targets a year or whatever he's getting right now? Like that's why. That
That makes
sucks,
a
dude.
lot of that makes all the sense in the world. I never even thought about that for him. So okay,
Think
great point.
about Hold on, think about this, Smitty. Think about how much money you make off your name, image, and likeness, commercial ads, all this stuff. Like, look at the great quarterbacks in the league that don't have rings, that just can't do it, outside of Lamar. But you
Hmm.
don't see them in State Farm commercials every single time the NFL goes on break. Like, that's why you play this damn game. And by the way, I have a beef of a commercial that I haven't talked about yet because I always forget. There's
Okay.
a commercial that's got Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter in it, and it's got that song "Just the Two of Us," I think.
Yeah, I love it.
How fucking disrespectful to Brian Thomas
Yeah.
Jr. is that
Yeah.
commercial?
That's
That dude
fair.
came out
That's
and
fair.
was, I know what BT Jr. is doing this year, but he came out and he was him, and you don't get it. I mean, give BT Jr. the money. Come on, dude.
That's so funny because I absolutely adore that commercial.
I
Every
do
time I
too.
see that commercial, I'm like, yeah, maybe this will be the week I start Travis Hunter because look at them, they're having so much fun. But yeah, no, you're right. If anyone deserves that spot, it's definitely Brian Thomas. What the
So
heck?
I dropped Travis Hunter in a redraft just like you did in our league. I
Hmm.
literally did it while I was watching that commercial. Like because I was debating it. I was debating it. The commercial came on. I'm like, dude, F that. Done. And it felt I realized that this could be like a Justin Jefferson where people dropped him week 6 and 7 of his rookie year and then he just went ham. I get that can happen, but it felt so good to drop him and redraft. It really did, Smitty.
It did. It did. I fully agree. And no, you're absolutely right. That commercial is incredibly disrespectful. And let's just be honest. Like Brian Thomas Jr. is one of the reasons why Trevor Lawrence wasn't benched for Mac Jones. Oh my God, Mac Jones totally targeted Brian Thomas Jr. What a weird thing. What a I don't know. Shout out Mac
Mac
Jones.
Jones, Mac Jones can throw the football. Mac
Absolutely.
Jones is a starting quarterback next year in the NFL. I'm telling you, there are always teams that need quarterbacks, and he's going to get a Daniel Jones contract going for the second. He knows he's not going to replace Purdy, but you put him in with the Jets with Fields as the one, or you put him down in Carolina to give the little guy some competition. Like he's going to be a starting quarterback, Smitty. The guy can run an offense. He just needs to stay healthy. Does he not look at the other night when I was watching, every time I watch Mac Jones, does he not play football like he's a 90-year-old man and in like a 25-year-old's body? Like he just looks so old. Like I don't know, it's the way he stands and his clothes are long. Like he just looks like an old dude.
That's funny. I totally
Um,
see that. But I'm gonna go with the Eagles here. Because you made a great point. Every time AJ Brown complains publicly, he gets the ball, and that's what's important.
yeah, but we didn't talk about that Patrick Surtain and
Yeah, that's a demon there.
it's
He's a demon.
I got the Broncos, but I've been asking you this question for like 6 months on the pod because I still have this debate and it's for our listener league. Who's a better fantasy quarterback, Drake May or Bo Nix? Because I've been
Wait, you
firmly on
still
the
having a
Drake May
debate? I
side.
think it's over.
Drake May, right?
Jake May smoked it. Like, dude, Jake May is everything I thought Jaden Daniels would be this year. He is getting it done. I love me some May. So I think in your heart you lean May, and I think you're right.
I have. We've made that Josh Allen comparison and like, but if you really look at his progression from year one to year two, it's exactly what Josh did. Like
Ooh,
he is now one of the highest completion percentage throwers in the NFL, where last year he was trash. And that was the exact thing that Josh Allen did before he became the Stallion. Now, not saying he's Josh Allen, but that was always the comparison, and it's looking like that.
we'll
All
have a
right.
fun conversation later then. I can tell.
This is a game that I really don't care to watch unless I'm starting Rico Dowdle in it, or Devon Achon. But Dolphins versus Panthers. We have an implied point total of 44 and a half, and we have the Dolphins favored by 1.5. I have the Panthers winning the game. This is in it's in Charlotte, but I
Yeah,
have the Panthers winning the game.
I agree, and it's gonna be yeah, I agree. It's gonna be ugly. Miami's gonna put up a fight. Darren Waller, I expect him to be very involved. I expect us to also see a little bit of Malik Washington. Okay. Here's the truth. I am curious to see what this team looks like without Tua. I mean, without Tyreek, because I'm not because Waddle is no Tyreek. So I just want to see how this thing's gonna function. Feel great about
Waddle is
John.
exactly what he is, dude.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
he's been
that
his entire
100%.
career,
Yeah.
this is what he is. Now, he is what he is in this offense. I would like to see him in a different offense. I cannot wait for this entire staff to get canned. I'm done. Like, I'm over this. Dude, Miami is one of the most swag cities in the entire world. Get it out of there and let's bring some friggin' swag back. Like, not that fake swag, like Mike McDaniels, right?
God, why am I? That sounds right to me. That sounds. I can't think of his name.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who do you got winning this football game?
Oh no, I'm completely
Start
with you.
everybody.
The Panthers. Yeah.
Panthers.
I'm
Start
so happy
everybody, but
about that
avoid the
for Bryce
QBs,
Young.
right?
Yeah.
All right, dude. We got 2, 1, and 3 teams here. Texans versus the Ravens. 40 and a half implied point total. Houston's favored by one. God, I never thought I'd see that. 1.5. Lamar's out. We got Cooper Rush. Um, dude, Texans are one of the best defenses in the league. This D is no joke going against a backup QB. I will say Cooper Rush, when he was with the Cowboys, was very competent when he did play games, and he did win games. But this isn't that offense. I,
Yeah.
they literally have to change their entire offense this week for a passer. I'm gonna cry if the Ravens are 1-4, dude.
It's gonna be so sad, but I I'm starting to feel for the Texans. I feel like they need this win, honestly. I mean, obviously, okay, you beat Tennessee, whoop de doo.
Anybody needs a
This right
win.
here is what I need. I need to see them play against. I mean, let's just be honest. This defense is injured too. That offense is awkward. Yeah, the Texans got this. I just want the Texans to do better than what they're doing right now because they have a lot of good things on paper.
Okay. I'm gonna pick the Ravens,
Oh, oh,
and I'm gonna pick the Ravens for one thing. So, what my problem with the Baltimore Ravens this year, and you know how I feel about everybody knows how I feel about Lamar. I
hmm
always root for him. I just love the culture there. They forgot who they are as a football team this year. Every single year we talk about a few things with the Baltimore Ravens. Physicality is the number one thing. doing your job and being ready for your game and having a good game plan. Now, all of those have gone out. This is not a physical football team right now. This is a team that ran the ball 5 times last week with the king, Derrick Henry, who you literally signed to just feed the rock to. They've lost their identity. Their defense is the softest defense and the worst defense in football right now. They're worse than the Cincinnati Bengals, and we know what we talked about them at the beginning of the year. At some point, the culture of this team, the Ray Lewis is coming to the locker room. These people that are known for, their physical, how they play. That's who's talking to the team this week. They're going to step up for Lamar and they're going to refine who they are from a physicality standpoint this week. And they're going to run the ball 30 times this week. And I think they control the clock and they control the game and play a slow paced football game. I got the Ravens, but if I'm a betting man, I take the under with that theory of mine.
Okay. All right.
Man, I like what we're doing here. All right. Are you avoiding anybody in this game? I mean, dude, how do you?
No, no. I think you actually convinced me to start Henry because I would not have. I would have considered not doing it, but
Oh, I have to. I mean, what are your
yeah.
other options? What would be
Uh,
an option?
I mean, I want to see what Rico can do. Honestly, I think I feel decent about Rico. Weird, which is disgusting and weird. I get it, but um, at this
All Rico
opportunity,
does is produce when you give him the chance. He's like
exactly.
Sean Tucker.
Hey, sheesh, exactly. John. Oh wow, that's true. So yeah, I am. I was thinking like a Rico if I sit down Henry, and I think you actually completely convinced me to start a Henry.
I would start him. I mean, you might stare down Chase Brown or Derrick Henry this week. I mean, what do you do with that choice? Dude,
Ugh.
it's been horrible since Burrow's been out for Brown. I mean, like you're staring down these. I don't overthink the king. I really don't. Um, yeah, I'm kind of starting everybody. I'm sure starting Woody Marks in this game. All right, we got Titans Cardinals. Good lord. All right, 41.5% implied total. Arizona is favored by 7.5 points.
Why are you so upset, dude? This is so awesome. Like we're about
These
to
are the
see
games.
Marvin. We're about to see Marvin again. Like I'm so hyped for this. I needed
This
this.
is
I needed this Marvin and K1 connection. I
this is what the Cardinals do, Smitty. We lose football games that we should win. When
okay.
everybody thinks the Arizona Cardinals are going to win a football game, they lay an egg. It's just what they do. This
Mm.
is in Arizona. I am taking the Cardinals to win this football
Bro,
game.
this is so out. This is wow. Talk about a get right game. Like I am very excited for this.
No, dude, this isn't a get right game. I would rather be playing a really good team this week just to see what we got. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I get that.
Never
It's just
scares me.
I just like the connection from Thursday from that last week's Thursday night game with K1 and Marvin. That was working, even though it was a loss, upsetting, but that was getting there. This game right here is where that connection should really be there, like right. So then the next game, we good. We're connected now. I really feel good about this projection progression, and that's but the key part is there needs to be progression this game. That's all that matters.
The get right game, if you're a Marv fan, would be if we're playing the Rams right now. That's your get right game.
Okay, I get you. I get you. Yeah, because
It,
Jesus, he had quite the stat line against us.
yeah, I mean, we should smash. I don't know how our running backs are going to look. I do think Michael Carter is going to be our starter, and I think DeMarcado is going to be in that third down, second RB role. But I do think they work in and out. Love McBride in this game. Um, I don't know, man. I am officially Arizona Cardinal fan burnout. This team, we're playing like the Philadelphia Eagles without the actual talent to play that style of football. It's stupid. We can't throw over the middle of the football field, and you cannot win games in the NFL if you can't throw over the middle of the field because they can play man on you. They're not going to play zone like that. Like the running game in the middle of the field is how you get an offense going, and it scares me. But I do have the Cardinals winning this game, but would not surprise me, Smitty, if I'm depressed and pissed off next week.
There's no way that's gonna, bruh. No, 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 no. Because we're now in the Cam Ward mega bust like convers not mega bust. We're in the Cam Ward bust conversation, and I hate that for him. But we are there now. It's just
I think
like
Cam Ward's playing good football. I think it's a team around him, his offensive line. Like Cam Ward actually, I am higher on Cam Ward way higher on Cam Ward than I was in the rookie draft season. Like the rookie draft
Oh,
season,
that's
I was like, these
great.
QBs suck. I'm drafting these running backs above them, like Henderson. Those types of backs. Like I'm looking down, I'm like, we made some mistakes, man. Like Cam, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this game anymore. Let's go on to the Bucks Seahawks.
Oh my
This
God,
is
this has
the
potential
other
to be.
game that my eyes are tattooed to this week. 44 and a half implied point total. Seahawks are favored by 3.5, and this is in Seattle.
I don't know where I heard this, but I heard that the MLB playoffs are going on, so I think the Mariners are also playing. Like, is this a day where the Mariners and the Seahawks are playing at the same time in Seattle? Is that the truth? Like, I don't know if that's true or not, but that would be freaking
I don't
awesome.
think that could actually happen, but I'm fact checking it right now. So
Yeah,
Sunday
'cause
games,
that would be so awesome. I would go to the cheaper game and just be the most obnoxious at either one if I was a Seattle fan.
bro, you are right. I've
Oh
never
my
seen
God.
that. How are they going to get this done? They had the games at 5 o'clock and the Mariners game and the what time is the other one? Give me a second.
If there was potential to
Dang.
do both, oh my God. If there's potential to imagine going to a Diamondback game, then going to the Cardinals. Like what a Sunday. Like that is such an incredible sportsy day.
Dude, I have no idea how this is going to happen.
Hmm.
The Seahawks are playing home at 105.
Yes.
105. And the Mariners are playing in the same ballpark at 503.
I would tell okay, it's the same part,
Wait,
right? Okay.
no, hold on. They play in different stadiums. Yeah, they're in different stadiums. Okay.
Okay, because if
I
it's the
thought they
same
shared
park,
one.
then you have to do a 2-for-1 deal there. Like, hey, stick around for the Mariners. We'll give you free Mariner jerseys. Just please stick around. That's so cool, dude. That's awesome,
Oh,
man.
bro, I literally just Googled it. They're right next to each other, dude. Get done with the game, just walk over to the other one. That's got to be one of the best days in as a sports fan. Holy
Especially if
moly.
they both win. Wow, I'm rooting for the Seahawks. I'm doing it. And then I'm going to
Dude,
actually peek at this Mariners game.
I wish I didn't have anything to do on Monday. I almost want to fly to Seattle and just go to both games. That would be so fun. I
That would
wish
be
I would have known that earlier. All
yeah,
right, who
no,
you
I
got
just
winning this game? Who you got winning
no
this game?
Seahawks. I'm not like honestly now. There's just the added for the city. Where I'm going Seahawks, and like we said earlier, Sam Darnold is really making it work over here.
I didn't think we would agree on that one. I think Seahawks are winning this game as well. I'm surprised they're favored, but I
Me
really
too.
like this defense. I
It's
really
like the
like this
Bucks played
defense, dude.
wellish last week.
Yeah. But I am not afraid of starting anybody in this game whatsoever. I mean, like your
Nah,
normal starters,
I don't know
the
about Cup.
QBs. You don't know about who?
Cup. Like I would rather
Yeah,
play
but
Horton than Cup, to be honest.
yeah. Cup isn't your normal starter. I was talking about the JSNs,
Oh, gotcha.
your Kenneth Walkers, start Charbonnet. I mean, I'm still starting them in that backfield. Like those are them. But Torrey Horton, let's talk Torrey Horton.
Dude, this is a guy you
Dude,
put me
I'm
on.
in.
You
Dude,
put
I'm
me on
in.
Troy Horton. I didn't know a thing about him. I never cared about him, but you turned my direction towards him. And yeah, great, amazing call. I thank you in a couple leagues. Thank you. What a great guy. What a great
Dude,
player. Very important.
I was in. He's on a lot of my dynasty teams, on some of my, taxi squads. But I saw a quote from their head coach, like, is either last week or the week before. And I love Coach Speak. Coach Speak is Coach Speak. But sometimes you say something as Coach Speak where it's real.
Hmm.
And what they asked him is, who does Torrey Horton remind you of? And he point blank, without thinking, said Justin Jefferson.
Whoa.
So I get Coach Speak. Like I get your hype in a player.
Hmm.
But when you immediately go to there, you've literally been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like you are scheming and like this guy could have this potential. So they're seeing it on I'm in, dude. I'm friggin' in. And I think you should absolutely be stashing him for the back half of this year, dude. At some
Ooh.
point, they have to throw the football to someone else. I mean, JSN's on pace. I don't have it in front of me, but it's well over 150 targets. It's ridiculous. So Torrey Horton, man, stash him in your redraft. Stash him. I want to stash him in triple C, but it's like, how do I even do
Ugh.
that? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the
I
tough
got the
one.
Seahawks win the game too. I
I
do.
agree. I
I,
agree. I'm actually a
I
little
think it's
worried about the because the Seahawks defense is so good. I do worry a bit about the Bucks pass catchers.
well, I do too. We got no Bucky in this game, so we're gonna have uh, Rashad White. We've got Sean Tucker. Um, I think there's some debate around that right now on who, kind of like the Michael Carter demarcado. But when we look at this, I do think White's the starter. But I see a world where they just literally plug Sean Tucker in first and second down ish. But I think they're both going to get touches. I think you can start Sean Tucker in a. Um, I don't want to say if you're like desperate, but dude, you look down like Jordan Mason this week against that Minnesota defense, and you're looking at Sean Tucker, and it's like, hmm, maybe I got to do this. Like it's tough,
Yeah.
but start them both, man. I got a league. I am starting. I got a start 12 league that
Oh, nice.
I am desperate, and I am starting both of them in my RB positions this week, and
Oh
it's
my God.
we'll see. We'll see, dude. All right, Lions Bengals. I got the Lions
This
winning
is
this football
embarrassing.
game.
Yeah. Shout out to the Lions, man. Y'all about to have a hell of a week. Just embarrassing game. I do
Crazy
want to
thing
see
is,
more from Chase Brown, though. That's the one guy I'm really concerned about. D. Higgins, I understand. Chase, I understand. It's all bad for them moving forward. But Chase Brown, this is your time to shine, dude. You gotta be a bright spot.
so if you're in a league
Hmm.
and you have Jamison Williams and you have Jamar Chase,
Oh my God.
who are you starting? Who are you starting? Who
Jamar.
are you
I'm
going to
starting
start?
Jamar. I am. I would.
Why?
Why? Just because I feel like he's gonna get more targets. And that's honestly it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, this is the crappy part of fantasy football. That's why it's for stupid people who want to be sad. We're even having this conversation. This Bengals offense has looked horrible, horrible. And you want to know the only thing I'm happy about right now? I'm happy Joe's not playing. I understand he hurt his foot or his toe, and he's on IR pretty much. I think he could be available and if he go to Super Bowl or something. But this offensive line is so bad. Joe Burrow could have had like a career-ending injury.
Yeah,
This
I
offensive
was
line
thinking
is
it
so
too, and
bad.
I got scared to say it, but yeah, I agree.
I mean, he could have a Tyreek issue. Like he would be under duress. I got the Lions winning this. So are you going to start Chase Brown? Like it's brutal
It's
to
like
think
my
about
last
that.
stand with him, honestly. Unless the matchups get better in the future, but this is like my last stand.
Let's pull up their upcoming schedule.
Yes.
So we've got this week. Fuck. All right. Here's what Chase Brown's got moving forward.
Okay.
Detroit this week, Green Bay next week, Pittsburgh the following week, Giants the following, or sorry, Jets the following week, the Bears the following week, Pittsburgh, New England.
Honestly, there will be. We can bench him this week. We can bench him this week because it's going to get
I'm
better in
trading them.
spots.
I'm
You know,
trading
okay,
them.
this is the truth. This is the truth. If he meets his projection with this game, then I will keep starting him because there are some moments in the rest of the schedule that do seem pretty good. So if he can meet projection, whatever sleeper, ESPN, Yahoo says, if he meets it at least by 5 points, if he meets that projection, then I will keep starting him.
Okay. 5 points. I like that. I am trading him. I am getting out.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't like the schedule. I think he could actually hurt me in a few of these matchups. But the other side of it is, I do not believe that the Cincinnati Bengals are committed. He is their dude moving forward, and I think he could easily be in a, I don't know, you draft Bill in the seventh round, he looks good in training camp type gig. So I'm gonna get out with a discount. I'm fine. I'm just gonna give someone a deal. They're like, "Fuck, Chase Brown for this, I got to take it." I mean, I don't know if it's just a second, but like I need a usable piece, like whatever. I'm getting out. I don't like that schedule, Smitty.
I was very sad
Um,
about this. I might actually totally do that, especially if he does meet projection this week. Oh my god, yeah, I felt great about that.
I like that. We're going 5. I like that number. I'm with you. I'm gonna ride with you on this one. All right, next one. We got a couple more. We got Commanders Chargers. Great game. We got
I don't know. I
Commanders are
wish.
not
I
fully
wish.
healthy, but they are healthy with JD5 now. Um, this is in LA.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Darn it! If I would
You
have
should
known
go to
that,
this
I
game.
probably would have bought a ticket. You know what?
You should go to this game.
That game does seem more better because I've been wondering all week: is JD5 fully healthy? Is he going to be able
No,
to run? No,
he's
and
wearing a brace, dude.
that's what I'm afraid of. Um, then I feel really good about the Chargers. Honestly, I feel like they got a better defensive situation, and Commanders, you can still do whatever you want, like kind of. So yeah, this is a give right for, or not give right, but this is more of a bounce back for the LAC. So I feel good about them. I feel great about Herbert. Honest to God, I feel great about Herbert. Um, Quentin Johnson, he's like, yeah, Quentin Johnson, man. I'm actually loving his role. I'm loving his like bounce back. Like he actually, I don't know, he might be more of a fantasy football comeback player of the year than an NFL comeback
No,
player of
dude.
the year.
Every aspect of him is comeback of the year.
Oh, okay, good to know. Because I'm loving this for him. I am.
I mean, he is going ham, bro. So Quentin Johnston in a full point PPR is a wide receiver four right now.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that is a massive
here's
bounce.
the here's the thing, and I wasn't planning on talking about this now, so we're gonna go a little bit over an hour.
Oh,
But I made a point two or three times during the off season that I did not think Lad McConkey was the dog, like that Jamar Chase, that wide receiver alpha dog. I think Quentin Johnson is. Like that's the thing is I think Lad is a good receiver. But Quentin Johnson's the dog you want in fantasy football, dude. Like he's the deep ball guy. He's not dropping passes. Like he's shown out that this is he just took an extra couple years. I'm scared for Lad in fantasy football.
I am too. And here's the thing: why I was so in on Lad. The Chargers played whoever. I think it was the Tennessee Titans. No, it was the Texans in the playoffs last year. And for Lad's rookie season, and his playoff performance was like 6, 7, 8 receptions for like 156 yards. I understand he was the offense, I get that, but those are like Puka Nakua rookie year in the playoffs type numbers. And when I saw that, I said, "Oh my!" Like Lad is sincerely undervalued. Like I really would put him in the chase type of the chase era. I mean tier, but um no, I'm realizing more and more each day he had those high numbers because they had no one else to throw to. I understand
Jalen
that.
Waddle, dude. Jalen Waddle's rookie year. Look what we did with him.
Very much Waddle like. Yep, you're absolutely right. Very
Yeah, I
much
mean it's
Waddle like.
just
This is so crazy similar to Waddle. What a perfect comparison.
so he's wide receiver 52 on the year in a full point
Oh,
PPR
Jesus Christ.
on a team that is doing nothing but passing the football. Like that's the wild part for me. But we do this, man, and I say this every time. I was like, how many wide receiver one can there be in fantasy football? Simple, 12. Like these 12 people are unique individuals. Like you can be a really good wide receiver and be wide receiver 30 in fantasy football. Like it's just, well, it takes, we talk about it, it takes the him. It takes the him. And it takes what Jamar Chase told T. Higgins. Like, I don't know if you saw that over the last week, where T, I think, was talking about not getting the ball. And he went up to him and goes, if you want the ball, be a man and go tell the quarterback, throw me the effing football. Like, that's the difference of a dog and a good receiver because T. Higgins is a good receiver. But Jamar Chase is a dog. Give me the football. The sun gods. I want the football right now. I don't care what we do. Give me the football. I'm winning this game. Like, I don't know. But
It's true.
with
Yeah.
that said, with that said, I have the Commanders winning this football game.
Whoa, I surely don't. I don't.
I know
JD5,
you.
number one fan, maybe even number two at this point. But yeah, I don't see this. I don't think this is working out that well. Damn it, this is in LA. Crap. I wish. Man, I'd
Man,
be
I
tweaking.
know. I kind of wish I would have gone to this game too, dude. Like, we missed it. All right, Patriots, Bills. Two more, we'll get out of here quickly. Patriots, Bills.
I
Buffalo
can't wait.
favored 8.5, 49.5% are over under.
This would be phenomenal if the Patriots win, bro. This would be phenomenal. Like, man, I know I currently have the Bills as the best team in football right now, but I tell you what, if the Patriots pull it off, I might be on your level of Patriots fandom because golly, this is gonna be a good game no matter what. Vrabel ain't gonna
Yeah,
give it up kindly to
this
them.
is in New York, so it's home game for the Bills.
Oh
I'm going
crap!
Bills because they're home. They're 4-0. But if the Patriots win this football game, it is they are officially making the jump. This is the game. You know, you either go 3-2 or 2-3. This is a pivotal game. Bills are a good football team, but I'm starting everybody. I'm calling it. This is a Hendy game. This is the Hendy game. I'm
Okay.
not saying he's going out as a starter,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is a Hendy game. You can run against the Bills. I love James Cook. This is Steph Diggs game for me too.
Yeah, no, when you said I'm starting everyone, I actually felt that in my soul. Yeah, I would start every Patriot I have for sure. I mean, well, not every Patriot, but the Diggs, the Hendys, the Ramondres, even
Hmm.
the Henrys, and then on the other side as well, I would go with Shakir's as well. I would play Keon. That's crazy. Out of all the players, like even Patriots included, Keon is who I'm the most worried about, and that's weird,
Yeah,
right? Like,
I have him in some starting lineups this week, and it's not by choice; it's by need.
yeah,
It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. My hope is that Keon Coleman is Quentin Johnston next year. I'm just hoping they need that, like just that extra. And it
I
used
fully
to be
agree.
before you started playing fantasy football, Smitty. I know you're a lot younger than me. It was always called the year three wide receiver breakout. That's what it took. It was always
Really?
year three. The Larry Fitzgeralds, the Jerry Rice, like the big ones. They always said it used to always be draft that third year wide receiver. It turned into year two wide receivers a few years ago, and now it's all about the rookies. Like it's going backwards, but year three, man, sometimes it takes those guys. I have the Bills winning the football game. Last but not least, Chiefs versus the Jaguars. I am just going to tell you right now, I have the Jaguars winning this football game.
What? Okay. Are you like really? Is this water bet worthy? Like, there's no way.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to water bet who gets the most of these wins because we are off on a lot of them. Whoever wins the most
Okay, that's a good
matchups.
idea. That's a
Yeah.
good
And I
idea.
have to pay a water bet off to you that I'm going to do before I kick off tomorrow for last week. I have not
Okay.
forgotten, sir.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I definitely have to. Dude, Mahomes is being exactly what I wanted him to be last year. Like, you have this hodgepodge group of freaking receivers. You're Mahomes. Throw it to them. Make it work. And it's working. I guess this is really more of a pass catcher thing. They're finally catching these balls. Rashard Smith is like sincerely making this running back room watch worthy. It's working now. So I'm just really Patrick Mahomes. I feel incredible about, especially against this Jaguars defense, which is good. I'm gonna admit it is a good defense.
It is really good, Smitty.
It's really good. Okay, yeah, it's a really good defense. I just don't think they have enough to stop Patty, who I think is on fire.
So we just got done talking about Mahomes and the offense was struggling. They didn't
Hmm.
have weapons, but they're struggling. They don't look the same. They're not running a good offense. And we feel good about their offense because they just put 37 points on the worst defense in football.
That is
I'm
a
not
good point.
I'm not buying that.
That's a good point.
But I'm also buying I understand that the Jags have had some crappy wins that they shouldn't have won football games. They haven't fully clicked. The defense is clicking. I think the offense starts clicking a little bit. I really like this matchup. I think it's going to be a good football game. But I think the Jags win this one, man. I'm not buying in that the Chiefs are a good football team right now. I think this is the unraveling of a dynasty, dude.
Ooh,
And when it unravels, dude, you only get like 5 or 6 wins in a year. Like it really unravels on you. Patrick Mahomes can't throw the ball deep, dude. Like, like the, I have said that Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady are about the same for as we go legacy. There is a significant difference in those two when it comes to football play. Tom Brady is one of the best deep ball throwers, mid ball throwers, short ball throwers. He was one of the best passers in the league. Patrick Mahomes is amazing getting out of the pocket, doing his throws and everything. But statistically, dude, since Tyreek left, he can't throw. He cannot throw the ball deep, and that is a problem, dude. And I think teams finally got that this year. They finally got. I don't know, man. But your take is it clicked, right? I really want to hear your take
Yeah,
before we
and
end this.
you know what? I also realized that Worthy is back in the lineup. That helped a lot. I do realize that. And then when we get Rice back, oof, oof, a little Rice goes a long way.
So what if it takes a game or two for Rice to actually really, and I don't think
That
it will
honestly is
because
that's likely. That's very likely. That's very likely. And and that's fine because after once Rice is back in game form, it's over. I really do think that it's over. And then I think by that time, Rashard Smith is officially the running back one, and then that's when it's over because we can't be playing around with Kareem Hunt. We can't be
dude,
like
that
this.
running game's awful. It's awful. I mean, I still like Kareem Hunt on short down. Like goal line, I'm good with that. But
Okay,
like
yeah, you're
that's
right,
it.
and that should
That's
be
like
his
that's
role.
like that's it. If you need like 1 yard or a half a yard, give Kareem Hunt the ball, dude. He's still a bowling ball. But
Exactly.
let's just I want to play a game before we end here. We'll be just a couple more minutes, okay?
Sure.
So let's talk about Kansas City and when Rice gets back. So he had a 6 game suspension, was it? Four
Yeah.
game?
So next week is his last suspended game.
Okay. All right. So Kansas City is what are they? They're 1 win, right?
Oh my
Two
God!
wins.
Wow,
2 wins. They're 2-2. They're
that's
two
just
and two. They beat the Giants and they beat Baltimore. Okay. Now, I just want to say, what if they lose this game for Jacksonville? Okay. They're 2-3.
okay.
Next week they play Detroit.
That's they're not gonna win. I feel much better about Detroit.
2-4. Following week you get Rice back and you play Vegas.
Oh my God, that's if whether Rice is back or not, the Chiefs are gonna smoke Vegas.
Okay, 3-4. Then you play Washington.
Yeah, the Chiefs are gonna beat Washington. Dude, this actually is so incredible. Oh my God, I might actually buy
50-50.
50.
I don't know yet. I'm still 50-50.
Maybe
But
Jaden Daniels and McLaurin will be back.
if they lose this week, they're not right. And I don't think they beat Washington then.
Okay.
And then you go play at Buffalo.
Oh my God,
Then you
perfect.
go play at Denver.
Perfect.
And then you go play home against Indianapolis. That's not too favorable of a schedule right now for a team that's 2-2 that's been struggling. Like that, this is
I
all I'm saying.
agree.
Like,
I agree. But I do feel great about Mahomes. Like I do feel about him great about him like overcoming those defenses. I really do.
I think so. I mean, I hope so. I don't want the scenario I just put out there, but this is just when I look at it, like I can see it unraveling. Like it just might. I hope not. I love Patrick Mahomes. I actually love the Chiefs. Andy Reid. I hope not. But they are not winning that football game when they go to Buffalo November 2nd. I'm just saying they're not winning that football game. But I hope that the Chiefs are back and it's a real Patty versus um,
Person Allen,
Allen.
that'd be incredible. Yeah.
All right, let me see. Did I get all the games? And I think we're out of here. Did I forget the Monday night? Nope, we're in. All right, man. I think we're good here. Any last thoughts of this week? Anything else you're looking forward to?
Dude, we gotta come up with a name for this pod. Like this pod is sincerely fun.
Yep. All right, I'm going to give you something I'm looking forward to, and I don't want you to steal this player in Triple C because I don't think you would pick him up on waivers next Tuesday like I am because he's on a bye. This is a bye week for the Chicago Bears. And do you know what happens when bye weeks happen? They make the changes that they need to make because they have time to implement a new offense. And Colston Loveland, it's about to be Colston Loveland time. But more than that, Kyle Monangai is going to start taking over the backfield in Chicago. And I think everybody needs to start thinking about that because DeAndre Swift looks okay when you watch him. He is not doing what he needs to do. I mean, he's just not. Kyle Monangai is going to start getting some touches, but sneak Colson Loveland on your bench because I think they drafted him for a reason, and I think they're going to make that change schematically during the bye week.
All right, man. I have a home league where it's Bowers and it's Fannin. I just dropped Fannin, and if Colson Loveland can pick up where Bowers is slacking, if he's unhealthy or not, I will do it there.
Is
I'll do it there, but that's
is
where I own. confident doing it.
Is it a premium? Because this
No,
is
not at
like
all.
specific to high premium leagues.
Oh
I don't
God,
think you need to sneak him on your bench in a non-premium league because I don't think he's going to matter that much. Where I think a backup running back if someone gets injured, but if you're in a 0.75 full point and like tight ends matter, sneak that man on your bench. Bye weeks just started. You're going to get in a bye week apocalypse, and you're going to be like, okay, I can get one extra point for my tight end. I am literally going to sneak him in my flex, and I might be two or three tight ends this week because I have no wide receivers left to start or RBs. That those are teams, but I do think they make the change, dude. Like it's embarrassing what they've used him. He has 5 targets this year for the number 10 pick in the draft. Like they're going to use him.
yeah,
They're
and
going to
he
use him,
actually
dude.
produces when he catches the ball.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's not a meow. He's not a meow. All right, guys, enjoy the week. I'm gonna try to get this up and running today. Good luck, Smitty. Good luck to your
You too.
fantasy jive this week. Five, five on who was it?
On Chase
Chase
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah,
If
just
he goes five over, we're keeping him. Under five, the projection. His ass is gone, baby, gone. Cheers,
yeah.
everybody. Freezy, we'll catch you next week. Sorry we haven't been able to do the Dynasty pod, dude. We're just sneaking this in. We got time. Cheers.